The new Prime Minister of Italy. Wow. This is what we are doing here today. Why is the family an enemy?
C'è una risposta unica per tutte queste domande. Perché ci definisce, perché è la nostra identità. Perché tutto quello che ci definisce in questo tempo è un nemico. Per chi vorrebbe che non avessimo più un'identità e che fossimo solamente schiavi, consumatori perfetti.
Simply be perfect consumer slaves. They attack national identity, they attack religious identity, they attack gender identity and family identity.
Non devo potermi definire
I can't define myself as an Italian. What? You can't define yourself as a Christian woman or a mother? What does that mean? Who is telling you that you can't define yourself as a woman or a mother? I mean, I guess this is going into like the trans thing where they're tearing down the definition of woman, right? But like you can still identify as a woman, like, right? Like the existence of trans women does not invalidate your identity as a cis woman. And of course, like, what's this about not being able to identify as a mother? Yeah, I don't get that.
Donna, madre, no?
Donna, madre.
Io devo essere cittadino X, genere X, genitore 1, genitore 2, devo essere...
Must be citizen X, gender X. What? Gender? I mean, you can still identify as a woman. I don't get that. Parent one. Oh, I mean, this is going into like, yeah, these. I think this relates to. This is referring to. Yeah, there are documents where you can be parent one or parent two instead of woman or like mother and father. But that's because like there could be father and father or mother and mother, right? I mean, like, what are you doing being offended by that, right? And what do you mean you can't identify as Italian? You're literally the Italian prime minister, right? What do you mean you can't identify as Italian? You are literally the leader of Italy. Yeah, I don't get that. When she starts talking about financial speculators, yeah.
essere un numero. Perché quando sarò solamente un numero, quando non avrò più un'identità,
when I'm no longer only a number,
allora sarò
then I'll be at the perfect slave at the mercy. I'll be the perfect slave at the mercy of financial speculators. Yeah. Yeah, that phrase financial speculators is doing a lot of work right there. A perfect consumer. Okay, so yeah, this people are saying on the left, like, oh, she's going against financial speculators, she's against consumers, and that's base. That's base and anti-capitalism pill. But no, a lot of fascists like assimilate anti-capitalist or at least like anti-consumerist rhetoric into their language, right? Because it's appealing to like this more broad base, right? Of support. Like that's why the Nazis called themselves National Socialists, right? To appeal to like more left-wing like labor union types who maybe were like socially conservative. But of course union leaders were one of the first people to go once the Nazis actually took power. Yeah. And financial speculators, again, like what does financial speculation have to do with attacking gender identity? Do you think financial speculation has to do with like, I don't know. How does like dismantling the family structure benefit these financial speculators? Again, like in fascism, there always has to be an enemy, right? There always has to be like this secret cabal of whatevers, of rich people who are always like of a different ethnic group, of course, right? There always has to be someone responsible for their problems, right? Whereas like in reality, like there's a lot of social issues that happen all the time, and it's like nobody's fault really. Like, yeah, these problems exist and they need solutions, but they don't really, these people don't have solutions. They just are angry, right? They're angry and they're lashing out, and they have nothing to lash out to, so they have to create this imagined enemy. to focus their anger on, right? Financial speculators, what I mean, wait, yeah, what do financial speculation people have to do with I don't know, destroying national identity? I mean, wait, isn't Italy a part of the EU? Is that what they mean? Like, we're just there's no national identity because we're part of this greater coalition of countries. I guess that's why uh, England's left the EU, and look how that worked out for them, right? Yeah, that's Brexit went totally great, and England's doing just fine right now. Yeah, keep going, guys. Yeah, didn't they just have a financial collapse? I mean, a lot of countries, I mean, are going through a recession right now, but yeah, I mean, having a culture and economy that is integrated with other countries is good for your country. I mean, maybe that's what they mean by like financial speculation. It's good for the economy to, I mean, to like not have these national borders separating people, right? To have like these free flow of ideas and people and goods and but like that threatens these people somehow. That threatens their national identity. I don't get it. Like, why do you have to identify as an Italian? Like, literally. I get like being proud to be an American, but being proud to be an Italian, like, what's there to be proud of, right? Yeah, pasta. You got nice food, I guess. You have nice beaches, maybe. And also, that's kind of a joke, but like, um, that if you have to like attach your self-worth to your your citizenship in like in whatever nation you live in, then you're kind of a loser, right? Like, why does it matter? Why does it matter so much? And then like gender X, like men and woman is still a gender. Like you can still identify as a man or a woman. It's like they're just different genders now. Like just deal with it. Like the existence of other genders does not uh invalidate your gender, right? But I guess it does if you think that man and woman are the only valid genders, and by the existence of other genders invalidates your like your gender as man and woman, because like you believe man and woman are the only genders that should exist, right? They are the only real genders and everything else is just a made up gender, right? That's what they believe. Kind of sad, to be honest. Like this these definitions of man and woman are so rigid and oppressive. It's like even like men and women are not happy within them, right? Like there's plenty of men who do not conform to like what it is to be a man, right? Like we saw Ben Shapiro like talking about masculinity and like how Russia's military is like the beacon of masculinity, which is funny because like Russia is not doing so great right now. Like the Russian military maybe is too masculine, if anything. But like Ben Shapiro is like 5'7" or 5'6". He's a manlet. He does not conform to like the traditional masculine archetype, but yet he's talking about masculinity. Like he's obviously like not happy within the gender binary. And there are plenty of women who they talk about like only real woman can give birth, but like there are plenty of like cisgender women who can't give birth for whatever reason, right? There are cisgender women who are born with like some birth defects that and render them infertile. There are accidents or diseases that they can get throughout life that render them infertile, and there's all sorts of things that can happen, right? Anyway, let's go. Yeah, they want you to be a perfect consumer. I mean, there is some truth to that, but again, like, what's their solution to this? Their solution is to get rid of gay stuff and like do nationalism, and then like that'll solve like this alienation you feel under capitalism. No, that'll make it worse.
E questa è la ragione per la quale
Reason why?
Questa è la
Yeah,
ragione per la quale oggi noi facciamo
that's why we
tanta
inspire
fatica.
so much
Questa è la
fear.
ragione per la
Oh
quale
yeah,
oggi
the
questo
because we're
appuntamento
fighting
fa
back,
paura.
aren't you? Fighting
Perché
back
noi non
against
vogliamo
what?
essere dei numeri, noi siamo qui per dire che noi non siamo dei numeri, noi difenderemo il valore della persona umana, di ogni singola persona umana, perché ognuno di noi ha un codice genetico unico.
Has a unique genetic code that is unrepeatable. I mean, that's a weird way of saying it, but yeah, every human being is unique. Like, is this news to you? I don't get it. I mean, I guess they're saying like, oh, you don't. I guess there is like some attack on individuality. I mean, maybe in Europe, but like, what's the solution to that? She's ranting about like gender, about like, I don't know, gay relationships being parent one or parent two instead of mother and father. Yeah. What's their solution to this?
È irripetibile. E questo piaccia o no ha del
That
senso.
is sacred.
Lo difenderemo Dio, la patria e la famiglia che fanno tanto schifo a qualcuno. Lo faremo per difendere la nostra libertà, perché noi non saremo mai schiavi e semplici
And there's
consumatori
financial speculators again. I wonder, yeah, what exactly are financial speculators doing to, I don't know, to take away your individuality as a person? I mean, if anything, consumerism is pro individuality, because like, at least in America, here in America, Americans express ourselves by like our consumer habits, right? By we can buy our individuality by like identifying ourselves with the items that we buy rather than the who or what we are as a person, right? But I don't know what this lady's going on about.
Ecco la nostra missione, ecco perché oggi sono venuta qui. Scriveva Chesterton ormai più di un secolo fa.
Who is Chesterton?
Se ve lo trovo.
Uh-oh. What's she
Fuochi
doing?
verranno attizzati per dimostrare che 2 più 2 fa 4. Spade verranno sguainate per dimostrare che le foglie sono verdi in estate.
2 and 2 make 4. Leaves are green in summer.
Siamo pronti. Grazie.
Okay, again, there's that arrogance where it's like, oh, we're just saying what's obviously true, where it's like, you're not. You just don't get it. You just don't understand, like, she's going on about, yeah, instead of a woman, I have to be a gender X. So anyway, the world is more complicated. People don't fall into these rigid gender binaries of like woman and man. Even people who aren't gay or like trans or whatever, or even non-binary, a lot of people, those people don't fit into this rigid, you're either a man or a woman. You either have short hair or you have long hair. You're either weak and submissive or you're strong and dominant. Human beings are much more complicated than that. And of course, mother is like, yes, there are females who give birth, and then there are males who like fertilize like with their sperm. It's like that is a fact. But like, who's saying you can't do that? Who's saying that you can't identify as a mother? Yeah, it's this gay stuff, right? They're saying like, oh, this. They think that being heterosexual cisgender is the only way to be. It's the only natural way to be, and everything else is unnatural and probably you're being groomed into it if you want that, right? Again, yeah, these are just like small-minded people. They can't understand why people will be different from them. Yeah, it seems like the stupider you are, the less understanding you are of other people. Like the less the harder it is for you to imagine why someone would think differently than you. So it's like the stupider you are, the more likely you are to just be like, oh, this person's just stupid, right? This person thinks differently than me just because they don't get it, right? Or maybe I'm saying the same thing about them, but like, it's actually true when I say it. Okay. Yeah. Again, it's just fine if you like disagree about with me, but like this person, I understand why this person thinks the way they do, right? It's not because I don't understand them that I disagree with them. It's because I do understand them that I can understand that they are just small-minded people who can't think outside whatever small boxes are set for them. Unfortunately, like a lot of people actually are inspired by this. May God protect this woman, praying. And she says absolutely nothing at all. Again, she keeps trying to define what the opposition is afraid of. I'm not afraid of her family or faith. Yeah, I'm afraid of her political tradition. A tradition who, yeah, uses their victim status as, oh, they're trying to destroy the family, or they're trying to take away my rights as a Christian, as like an excuse to do genocide or whatever. Okay, a lot of support. None of us like her. But as an Italian, I can say that I've long seen a long decline in my country. I've seen my mother work for a life and pay taxes and not afford anything. Ooh, this one's a ratio. Yeah, again, like fascists take advantage of like people who are in desperate situations, right? Like Germany before the Nazis took over was dirt poor, right? That's that was the big mistake after World War One was just forcing Germany to pay all these reparations for the war they didn't even start, right? Germany didn't have anything to do with that, right? But someone had to be the scapegoat, and it was Germany. And it was because like people were desperate and poor, and they were searching for answers. They were searching for someone to make Germany great again, right? Because they remembered a time when Germany was doing great. Yeah, when, or like in America, people want to go back to like before COVID times, right? But really, really, America never really recovered from the 2008 financial crash, right? Everyone has been really poor since then. The middle class has collapsed. The middle class did collapse in the financial crisis, and the middle class never really came back the way it used to be. And then, of course, America never really recovered from the 9/11 attacks, like the 9/11 attacks caused this huge wave of nationalism that is still rampant to this day. But of course, they like that. But um, yeah, a lot of Americans wish they could go back. A lot of Americans who are old enough to remember the days before the financial crash, yeah, I barely remember those times. I mean, I wasn't happy back then either, but at least some people were, right? Oh, big surprise. Mussolini enjoyed referring to Jewish people as financial speculators who need to be controlled. Yeah. And when there's a decline in a country, then people want to return to the good old days, right? And they'll gravitate towards any leader who says that they can bring back the good old days. That's what Donald Trump said. He said he's going to make America great again, which he didn't, but a lot of people think that he did because he said he did. Of course, politicians love to promise things that they never really deliver on, right? But these right-wing fascists, they love to do that, of course. Like, how are you going to make America great again? Like Trump, they're so arrogant. They like, don't even have a plan, right, to make America great again. Like, what does that even mean? Yeah, Trump just like bumbled his way through his 4 years in office, just like, I don't know, causing trouble and like causing people to die or whatever. Not wait to spend my vacation dollars elsewhere. Been 8 times to your lovely country in the past 15 years. Never again. Throwing a plate of spaghetti into EU's face. That's funny. Wait, Bruce Wayne with the commie symbols asks why they're calling her a fascist because she wants her identity to be the one true identity, the only one of value, that the only one that is truly human at the exclusion of all others. Her oppressors are the ones who would say that all identities are human or valid and have value, of course. What's this guy doing with the hammer and sickle emoji in his Twitter name? When he's like, hey, this fascist sounds like totally reasonable. Why are they even calling her a fascist? Does she call herself a fascist? I know she calls herself very right wing, but like, it would be a totally different story if she actually self-describes as a fascist. Imaginary sense of being under siege, restoring lost order, familiar sense of order, right? Wow. Wow. Anyway, I want to end this by looking at the definition of fascism. I know, actually, I know it's funny to say, oh, actually, the definition of fascism is this, but people disagree about the definition of fascism. They say, I actually like got into an argument about like what fascism is. There's a anime called Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and there is a galactic empire that is literally like a feudalist monarchy, and I called it fascist, and some nerds on Facebook were like, that's fascist? Oh, so everything you don't like is fascist now? Wow. These radical lefties, like, okay. It's literally like a monarchy. Is that not fascist? It's not fascist enough for you? I guess it's not for these people, but if you go into like the lore of the story, even if it's not fascist 500 years after it was created, the beginnings of it were very fascist. The way it came to power, the way the first of the Golden Bomb dynasty rose to power was in a very fascist manner. So let's just read the definition of fascism. This is a very broad definition. A political philosophy, movement, or regime, such as that of the fascisti, that exalts national and often race above the individual, that stands for a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social regimentation, and forcible suppression of opposition. Yeah, so it comes from the Italian word fascis, or fascisti. That was the original. Oh, hello. Thanks for following. Taco Bell Playa. Yeah, just going over the Italian Prime Minister that was just elected, and the rise of various far-right movements around the world and why it's happening. So, thanks for following. And the origin of the word fascist begins with the fascis, the bundle of rods with an axe among them, which fascists use as a symbol of the Italian people, etc., etc. And yeah, the fascist is a bundle of rods. So it's like that's why it's for like a centralized government, because they believe the person should, each individual should serve the country, right? Should serve the nation. Yeah, the prime minister, what was her name? I forgot it already. she talked about a lot about individuality and saving individuality, but she said to do they were going to solve that by what, strengthening Italian national identity, which is, yeah, how is that going to work out? Yeah, fascism often puts the nation above the individual. The individual must serve the nation state, right? Yes, the individual must sacrifice all sorts of things. They must fight and die for the nation. Um, so no more Domino's pizza. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no more Olive Garden. Oh well. Yeah, Olive Garden sucks anyway. Yeah, this one guy said he's no longer going to go on vacation to Italy, which is I guess smart, right? I mean, there's all sorts of places you can go to vacation to. Honestly, Italy's kind of mid. I mean, it's got its perks, but like, it's got nice food, but like, lots of places have nice food. I'd say France has pretty nice food, right? Yeah, France, not England. Don't go to England. Yeah. Um, Germany. Germany's very nice. Germany has nice food and nice beer. Best beer. Yeah, no more Domino's, no more Italian food. We're gonna get Chinese food for takeout from now on, right? So, oh right. So, the what is this? Conspicuously pipeline throat-shaped jack. What is this? Nope, I haven't seen any Nord pipeline lately, and certainly none that look mighty appetizing. Okay. Oh, this is in reference to the Nord Stream 2 pipeline that was just destroyed. The Russian pipeline. Yeah. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Listen up, Italy. In order to stop fascism, I'm gonna do the unthinkable, breaking the fascists of spaghetti straws. Nice. Yeah, you think you're strong together? Well, no, we're gonna crush Italian fascism, one way or another. Yeah, this represents Italian fascism. The hey, mamma mia, we're gonna do a little fascism. Yeah, this is literally a war crime. Makes it fit in the pot better. Yeah. Well, wait, does he have dreadlocks in this one? No, he just has long hair. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. No, when you're cooking spaghetti, like, yeah, like it's too long to fit in the pot, but like, and it like sticks out of the pot, but like the part that's in the water will become soft, and then the rest of the pasta will like seep into it, right? The rest of the hard part of the pasta will go into the pot, and then it'll be right, right. War crime, literally war crime. Oh, you put pineapples on pizza? Well, yeah, that's a actual war crime. You know, everyone says that pineapple on pizza is bad, but like most of those people never actually have tried it. Apparently, yeah, you can't knock it till you try it. Apparently, no, not salting my pasta water anymore. Hey, you got this pasta? You got have the pasta water with the salt in it. What are you doing? Hank, no, you're just making them angrier. Hank, no! Don't do it, Hank! No! They're just, yeah, they're just, you're just, pissing them off more. They're going to do fascism even harder now. No! You thought this was a fascist joke at first? It can be both. Wait, is it not? Yeah, it can be both. Hank, no! Don't do break. The only worse thing than breaking pasta. Are Italians against putting pineapple on pizza? You have to make those noodles with a bunch of sticks with an axe. This is a pretty effective anti-fascist logo. You mamma di las mia, hey, pasta la vista, mamma mia. Nice. So, oh wait, so this was a joke, like, oh, we're gonna piss you off by breaking the pasta. But I thought this was a fascist joke, like the bundle of sticks joke. Yeah, it's like the analogy is like, oh, together, like, we're strong. Like, you can break one stick easily, but when all the sticks are together, then they're really hard to break, right? But no, you can still break them. Just go like that. Easy. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, literally a war crime. I say, just let the just let the lower part get soft and then push in the rest. Yeah, the part that's in the pot will get soft, and then yeah, do it then. Do it then. Break the pasta. I can totally do that. Are you kidding me? I mean, could I actually do that? I think I could do that. Totally, yeah. I have strong hands. Look at my big, strong hands. Oh, yeah. Just snap it in. I've snapped some big sticks in half. I would never do this because I do what this guy does, right? Just let the lower part get soft and then push in the rest. Right? I don't know why you can't do that. It all leads to this, right? Anyway, this lady, I still haven't figured out what her name. Oh, Giogrio Meloni, right? Meloni wants to she talks about like protecting individual identity, which seems to go against like the fascist ideal of like of submitting your individual identity to the government, right? She talked about oh, nobody's allowed to be a woman anymore, nobody's allowed to identify as a mother anymore. It's like yeah, they are. People identify as that all the time. It's just like you are offended by people who don't identify as that, as any of those things. So if anything, you are the one who is against individuality, right? It's kind of hypocritical of them. Anyway, yeah, I think we got the idea. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a piss and then I'm gonna play Valorant for the first time. Yeah, epic games.